Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss and go into a deep dive in terms of dandruff, eczema, psoriasis, and how I was able to get this under control naturally. And I've been watching a lot of videos from a lot of experts on YouTube and online. I haven't really found anyone to really explain this and come up with the practical solution finally. And just as a disclaimer, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not an expert in any means, so please consult your health practitioner, trusted healthcare provider and practitioner anytime it comes to your health. But just listen to this for education purposes and do your own research. Okay, so as of last year, about around November of last year, I was getting really sick. I just had a really bad fever and cough, just a cold, but it took like a month to go away, which is really uncommon for me. So after that experience, uh, I started developing an itchy scalp and itchy eczema throughout my body. And I thought it would just go away on its own, but it took months and months and months. It never went away. So as of the summer of this year, I decided to actually do something about it and try to do some research. And obviously, the medical professions or my nurse was recommending using Nizoral shampoo and moisturizers and stuff like that. And it worked temporarily, but it would keep on coming back, right? It would never be under control enough where I could fall asleep and stay asleep and not need to wake up in the middle of the night to itch my scalp. So just to get it into a little bit of review of psoriatic dermatitis and eczema and dandruff, I like to put them all in one basket because I was experiencing all of it at the same time. Basically, it's caused by dandruff in particular, from my understanding, is caused by malassezia, which is a natural occurring fungus, which we all have on our skin and in our bodies. And basically, what's happening is this fungus goes out of control, or this yeast, to be more specific, goes out of control and causes to eat away at the oil on our skin. And then that would basically cause premature skin shedding and cause the itchiness, right? So basically, your body cannot keep this yeast under control, apparently. So that's what's the cause. But my question was, what's actually causing that? Because why is this happening? And I couldn't really find any answers as to why this fungus went out of control. And there's videos like Dr. Berg and all these other people that say you can go on a ketogenic diet and that would basically stop feeding the yeast. And I tried that actually in August, and it worked. I got under control, but I realized that sort of diet is not meant for my body because I was losing weight too fast, and I was losing a lot of weight real quick, and yeah, it just didn't work. So I started to reintroduce things like rice and potatoes back in, and then the flare ups just came right back. So that seems to not be the most sustainable solution. However, I will say I do recommend not uh, consuming a lot of sugary, starchy foods, anyways, uh, just because that will help keep it under control. But I'm thinking to myself, there are people that eat McDonald's, drink Coke, and all this stuff every day, and they don't have any issues with this. It's like the fungus is still is not acting up. So, or yeast rather. Uh, like I said, I'm not an expert, but I used AI for research and I figured out what works for me. And I haven't heard anyone talk about this, so just stay tuned and hopefully you can put the pieces together for yourself as well. So, first is you need to come up with what's causing this to happen in your life. A lot of people they take antibiotics and that kills all the beneficial good gut floral bacteria in their bodies, right? Um, and that can cause imbalances. Or you can be consuming things, toxins as well, that could put things off balance. And I noticed something. Sometimes I used to go to the gym, work out, go to the sauna, and then I used to get a little cough or fever uh, after that, and it would go away real quick because I'm taking all these supplements and nutrition and stuff like this. But as of November last year, just maybe because of the weather and my I was traveling, it got worse, and I realized it's the water I drink out of this water bottle. Now, I'm not gonna show a picture of the water bottle, and this is the exact water bottle I found on Amazon. And I had a aha eureka moment when this guy also posted a review of the water bottle, and I had the same water bottle, and I had this similar marking on the lid. So this is basically the rubber seal on the glass water bottle lid. You think, you drink out of a glass water bottle, it's healthy, right? Because it's not plastic. But the lid had this rubber seal, and excuse me, even for me, it had this black stuff on it. And I thought it's just like a stain, the coloring is wearing off. But actually, it's mold growing. And I tried to scrub, 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 and it wouldn't go away. So I thought it was a stain, but actually, according to this review, it was mold. So that made me think that I had the same water bottle with mold. And on top of that, I had this water filter that I threw away, but when I was taking it apart, it had mold on it. So maybe for you, you're consuming water or something that has mold in it, your environment. You want to check your environment to see if there's anything that's bad. When this situation first occurred in your life, when this started, were you on antibiotics? Did you switch a medication? Did you switch laundry detergents? Did you change your diet? Stress? What changed in your life? So I determined this was the cause. So what I did is I just eliminated these things out. So I threw away the water bottle and I replaced the filter, right? I completely not just replaced the filter. I bought a completely new filter because I wanted all the pipes and stuff to be brand new, obviously. So that's the first thing I did. And then the next thing is I changed my diet. So if you're starting off on your health journey, something you might want to consider is going on a Candida cleanse. Now, I did not do this for this. I did this like Candida cleanse like 5 years ago, and I didn't want to do it again because it's like a 4 month commitment. And at this time in my life, I don't want to do that right now. But this basically encapsulates everything that you can do because it helps to get rid of all the toxic fungal candida, turns it into the harmless yeast form, and then your body can utilize it. And we're going to talk about a certain probiotic strain later in this video, but that strain is what's your body uses to control the malassezia yeast that's growing on your scalp that's out of control. So that's basically the key. And this protocol has everything you need. So you can go on this protocol, and in the beginning of this protocol, it recommends you cut out a bunch of foods, which includes sugar, starch, like rice, potatoes, stuff like that. And because that feeds the quote unquote bad bacteria. You know, something that I think about when I think of all this is you're not feeding your body to get energy and all this stuff that we think we eat food for. We're feeding all the living organisms in our body so they can feed us. You know, that's the way I like to think about all the probiotics and all the oral bacteria, all the everything in your gut that work 24/7 and coexist with you to keep you alive. Without them, you won't your physical body wouldn't exist, obviously, in my opinion. So the key is you want to get rid of what's causing it. So if it's dietary and if you've taken antibiotics, you might want to consider the Candida plan. By the way, this video is not sponsored or anything like that. Uh, I'm not an expert in YouTube videos, as you could probably see. But what I did do is I took this undesolidic acid. So this is basically the main supplement in this Candida plan. It's actually the same thing as this Candida Force. It's the same thing, but I just bought on Healthy Planet. I mean, iHerb. Tried to buy it on Healthy Planet, which is a Canadian big box store, but couldn't find it there, so I bought it here. And basically, this will convert the fungus, and by the way, mold is a fungus. So I think my theory is mold was in my body and it was causing my immune system to act up. So this product here can convert or it helps with fungal infections. And also it's good for women with vaginal yeast imbalances and stuff like that as well. So I was taking this uh, full dose 3 times a day, 5 capsules or soft gels with food 3 times a day. And that really helped get that under control. And I just took that until basically the entire bottle is finished. And then also took this. Then this is from a local uh, supplement company in Toronto, but you can buy it online as you can see. It's called Bye Bye Fungi Tincture, and it's basically just an herbal tincture with a bunch of herbs and stuff. So I took this twice a day and basically just a dropperful under the tongue twice a day. And I felt pretty good taking this. And I'll put the links in the description. It's not, the stuff is not sponsored. And another thing I did is I don't have the link up, but I took neem capsules. I took neem capsules, and you can go on Amazon and just find neem NEEM capsules. And I basically took 5 twice a day until the bottle's finished. Now I actually did that for a couple weeks, so that helped clean that stuff out. That helps get rid of parasites, detox, really good. Now, another thing is if you want like instant, quick results and you need to just cope with it right away, you can take this stuff here. Um, Now, this is just a bundle, but I just bought the cream. That's it. And you got to massage it in your scalp. And did that in the morning, after the shower, and then at night before I went to bed. And it has a cooling effect and it helps basically starve the yeast. That's what they say, instead of actually killing it, which is what like Nizoral and Head and Shoulders do. So this will prevent your skin from getting dry, and also if you keep using it, it will get the flaking under control, as well as stop the itching, which is what I really wanted. And then later on, after a couple weeks, I bought the shampoo. I never bought the conditioner yet, but just the shampoo is good enough just to help get you off the cream. The cream I think is the most important, and as well if you have like eczema or psoriasis, it's actually really good for stopping the itching and flaking of that as well. So you can do that as well. But yeah, the shampoo is also good, especially once the symptoms start to calm down. But you have to really massage it in your scalp and leave it on your hair for like 5 minutes. So what I would do is when I start the shower, I'll put it on. Then when I'm finished the shower, I'll wash it all off. So after like 5 minutes or so. So this stuff is really good. Um, I really recommend this stuff, especially if you want instant relief. But again, my question was at the beginning, how do I get the malesthesia under control? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the yeast correct, malesthesia, you know. Uh, but I used Grok AI to basically figure this out. So I was like, what is the bacteria in the gut that keeps malesthesia under control? Is it a probiotic? And then it basically listed a bunch of probiotics here. And as you can see, this one here is, I can't even pronounce it. So I'm just going to have the computer talk.
Lactobacillus paracasei.
Whatever that is. Okay. So basically, studies have determined that oral supplementation with that strain can reduce malesthesia populations on the scalp, leading to decreased dandruff, redness, and itchiness. And also modeling the gut skin axis, improving skin barrier function, and reducing inflammation. Plus all these other, probiotics that also help indirectly, but this one has been proven in studies. And here's actually a study paper here showing that it specifically with psoriatic dermatitis and how it could help reduce the itching on the scalp. So I can actually link this in the description as well. I also saw another one on PubMed after 59 or so days, people have noticed relief. So I'll find that and put that in the description if I remember. But basically, so I was like, okay, this is the key. So where do I find this supplement? And top recommendations. So basically, it was recommending all these different probiotics, but I couldn't really find one on Amazon that I could just quickly buy that had everything I needed. So basically, to make a long story short, and as Grok says, it's a rare supplement to find. So what I did is I went on Amazon, and after about an hour or so of searching, I found this one. This is a Canadian brand, uh, but basically it has that strain. Mm, I don't know if this has the ingredients listed. Let me just make sure. Ah, here. So it's right here. 5 billion strains. So this probiotic by Camperv Extra Strength, it has many of the listed probiotics that the AI mentioned, Grok, but also it does contain the one that I've been looking for. So I was taking double the dose. So the box recommends one capsule a day. I was taking two once a day at night before going to bed. Obviously, the best results are taking probiotics after at least 2 hours after eating any food, because ideally an empty stomach, so you get the most amount of probiotics into your gut. So I was taking that, and yeah, I've noticed big improvements. Uh, I don't wake up in the night itching or anything like that. Um, the flakes are significantly reduced. I'm not flaking as much. And yeah, I feel a lot healthier. So it seems to be working. I've now reduced to once a day, on one capsule once a day instead of two, and it seems to be sustainable. So I, this, along with a healthy diet, seems to work. I'm no longer taking the herbal tincture or the undicyletic acid or the neem. I'm pretty much just taking this probiotic supplement and also doing some other things. This is another product that basically helps the gut as well. And it's just an overall gut microbiome support supplement. And as you can see, it has this I-26 hyperimmunic powder, which has been shown to basically reduce the candida and yeast in the body. Probiotic prebiotic blend, and it basically has only one. This one here, of the strains that have been shown to be good for the health, has L-glutamine, which has been shown to help with the gut lining. And by the way, do your own research. I'm just documenting what works for me, obviously, and your body, your choice. And also all these mushrooms, medicinal mushrooms, and digestive enzymes. So this is something else I took as well. I'm no longer on it, just for one or 2 months, and now I'm off. And yeah, that's basically how I was able to get this under control. And yeah, I feel great, and no more flaking, itching, and I'm eating basically a standard healthy diet. Not keto or paleo or anything like that. Primarily just eating healthy whole foods, and everything is working out fine. So the key is how to get the malassezia under control for dandruff, and I think this one strain, or a probiotic supplement that includes this one strain, uh, seems to be beneficial. Try it out if you think it's beneficial, and leave a comment if you think that taking this probiotic strain has helped you get your get your dandruff under control. And also, I've noticed my after I switched the water filter that I was taking, I've noticed the eczema to stop progressing, It's basically went down, no longer taking steroid creams and stuff like that. I am moisturizing because this some parts of my skin are still dry, so it seems to keep that under control. But other than that, everything seems to be getting better. So I just wanted to share this video. Hopefully it helps someone, and have a great day. And oh yeah, make sure you subscribe and like this video if you want me to make more videos about random stuff I'm interested in. Bye.